almost died.
Hey y'all, it's Miss Moss the Boss and Miss Moss the Boss TV.
Hey y'all, it's Uneak here, and I'm just visiting, to spread the word, okay?
Yes, because this story time, y'all won't believe it.
Honey child, but we almost died.
But for real though, like, so we just gonna jump into it?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay, so if you are an old subscriber, you already know my house is kind of big. You know, it's a perfect party spot. It doesn't have any furniture really, whatever. And if you're new, check the old vlogs. It's links in the bio. You can see.
Yeah.
So we used to have this little idea where we will allow people to rent out our house for a certain price. So we can basically, either split it between the three of us as three bedroom, 3 bath roommates. Myself, 2 of my roommates, or to make our rent go down. So, a little profit, get some little money in your pocket, whatever you need it for. So, last week, a friend decided that they wanted to have a party because they just crossed the line. Granted, I know what y'all already thinking. It's a frat, you should already expect it to be big. But I just want to put the disclaimer out. We done had several parties, multiple, a lot of parties with frats, real frats, homecoming parties, all kinds of things, class parties, where it has gotten wild. When I mean packed, I mean front and backyard packed. If you guys want me to do a tour of my house, I will tour my house just so you can be able to put the picture with the description. Okay, so that did not scare me. So they hit us up, they hit up one of my roommates and asked them could they have a party. And it was very last minute because they asked could they have the party on Saturday. So from the rip, I, young Reedy, was skeptical. I was like,
I don't mind. There is no rearranging of price. We will be definitely taking the whole amount of money. Should I tell them the amount? Might as well. So we make everyone put down a deposit of at least $200.
I just want y'all to know that is chump change according to our rent, because our rent is not $200. That is half of my portion. So and for them to be having a whole party this late, we should have upcharged them. Well, we charged them regular price. Right. And we also built up a contract that basically states in the contract that you are to be responsible for all damages, including your direct deposit. So your deposit is technically just the rental deposit. It's not a security deposit that you're gonna get back if nothing's damaged.
Right.
So we let that be known on the front. Basically, in a nutshell, I had said to them,
I don't mind a party on Saturday. I will probably be out prior to. However, I had to put a disclaimer out. So this
frat includes a group of people who are known for throwing parties and either destroying something and not paying for it, or it just not going well. I.e., let me explain to y'all. They had a party at their frat brother's house, their LB, and caved his floor in and didn't pay for it.
And not cave in like a sense of we not being literally the floor went in
and didn't pay for it. They promoted a GoFundMe. But what does that do? So I had let that be known in the group message and let my roommates know, this is what the issue is. I just want y'all to know that. So one of my roommates was like, yeah, so since that's the thing, I think we should take half at the door. The other roommate was like, I don't really think half at the door should be a thing because it's not really a thing. And I had to slide back in there, y'all, with assertiveness. Like, I was not playing games. I was like, actually, it is a thing.
Yeah.
Because don't nobody got time for that. Like, you are not about the profit. First of all, you already know that people are going to make a bunch of money off the party. You always got to put in certain demographics of the situation. Is this the only party that weekend? What's the events going on that weekend? Do people feel the need to turn up? We need to know. And we already know that people come to our house knowing that if it's a house on our block, if it's not our house, it's an actual frats party up the street.
Yeah.
So people be ready. So I say all that to just say we end up agreeing that we were going to sit there and have them charge half at the door. So then Saturday comes. Like, everything is gravy until Saturday comes. Like, I'm not feeling it. Like, God was putting it in the air. God was putting it in the air in my heart, and God was putting it in the air for my other roommate's heart too, because she was texting me on the side like, I don't really know, I'm not feeling it, because at the end of the day, if you can't pay your LB's damages, I'm like, I'm not even connected to you by frat. I just keep doing this because I don't really want to expose them. Right. But at the end of the day, if they see this, they know I'm talking about them, and I don't care. So we go bra shopping. Me and Uneak have our quality sister time. And we actually was about to meet some people who...
Yes,
look, tell a little sub story.
So we were walking to the train station, and these guys just stopped their car, and it's a nice car, y'all. I was like, oh, what is that, an Audi or what? Like, okay. And he was like, hey, what he said, you can take pictures of me, or I can be your model. Because I had my camera like on my shoulder. He was like, oh, I can be your model. And we was like, what? And so we went over there to the car, and they was just flirting with us and stuff, and they was saying how they was from Ohio, and they was in town, and we could have went and chill with them, and they had this nice hotel, like a hotel close to Lenox. You know it's nice, because Lenox is in Buckhead, and that's like nice, y'all. So we was like, oh no, we have plans already, but maybe, you know, later,
responsibilities,
you know, if something, but it won't never nothing, because we was trying to get back to the house, because we knew the party was starting in like 40 minutes from the time, so we was just in a rush, y'all, trying to get back.
Right. So even in our rush, we still took a stop at the little Wendy's, all that. In the midst of that, I texted to make sure everything was okay. So I was like, oh, hey, hit them in a text like, hey, did everything go right? Did they sign the contract? Blah, blah, blah. And I was told, yes, they signed the contract. The whole they signed the contract. So I said, okay, who? Because, you know, Reed just needs to know all the details. Yeah. I need to know, because I know that if I got to take these people to court, I know who I'm taking to court. Yeah. So when I asked the question kind of, you know how somebody texts and kind of ignores the first question? Like you ask two questions in one, so they ignore the one they don't really want to answer. So that happened, and I reiterated.
Who signed the contract?
So then it was told to me that the whole E-board signed the contract, and I was satisfied with that. I said, cool, whatever. We get there, it seemed like it's gonna be okay. The security guard is actually, we know the guy. He's actually licensed to carry whatever he has. He has a whole procedure. I was like, cool, whatever. The party started filling up. However, you know, the party didn't get started yet. For some reason, it was like the music was playing, but it wasn't popping yet. Like, it wasn't really moving. Like,
it was just in there.
So we turning up all on a snap.
Yeah,
not turn up on them like get drunk type time. We just literally was just like,
Hey, if y'all wanna go to the bar, drinks on us. If y'all wanna go to the bar, drinks on us. If y'all wanna go to the bar.
So 11 something come on, they start playing the Philly music, and I'm telling y'all, I'm like, bet. But y'all, once this happened, y'all, it all went down. So in the midst of that, my roommate, I don't know how one of my roommates got downstairs. The one who said they signed the contract. I don't know how she got downstairs and how she ended up already outside. I think she went to go to the door, and it was told that the police were outside. So when they told us that the police were outside, me and my other roommate were in my room. And my other roommate had just said, like, I really am not feeling this. I don't think we're in control of our house, blah, blah, blah. Because basically this frat was just all types of drunk. Like, at the end of the day, I get people want to enjoy their party, but it's a responsibility that you have when even you're renting out a venue. Like, you can't be that drunk. Yeah. And everyone was drunk. Everyone's in the frat. And everyone thought that they could go in and out of people's rooms without permission. Even to the point where somebody locked me out my room with Uneak in it. And I was like, what y'all think this is? Right. So after cursing a couple people out, trying to tell them who house this is or who it is or whatever, when the cops came, the cop basically was a Morehouse cop, and he told everybody to stay in. So while that's happening, apparently life happens. Life happens. So I'm in my room, and as soon as my roommate basically says that she's uncomfortable, the music has stopped and everything already. All you hear is like the stampede.
And Reed's like, what is happening? What is happening? What is going on down there? What is going on down there? And it's like this rush of people, like a swarm.
Going out the door.
Y'all know on the Lion King when all the freaking what was that? They had like the stampede, like
the stampede when Mufasa is about to make Mufasa about to die and Scar is about to let him go.
Yeah. That was the party in a sense, but it wasn't even that light outside, y'all. It was pitch black dark. So you can't see nothing but just like the opening to the door and people just rushing like and screaming and yelling and like all these conversations. It was crazy.
At once. And all you hear is someone say, they're fighting. So I'm like, who's fighting?
Who's fighting? Reed at the top of the balcony like, who's fighting? Stop fighting!
And the thing is, y'all, like, this is why we've never had a fight in the house.
Yeah.
I wish I could have recorded other parties that were actually more popping than this one. The party that we had right before this in the beginning of the month was even more people, even more popping, no problem. So when I heard fighting, I don't know, I get scarred when people say fighting, because where I'm from, I don't know about y'all, but if somebody start fighting in a club or in a tight space, regardless, it's gonna be some shots bust, okay? And all I'm thinking is, we upstairs and there's no way to get out. So if we get left and the guy really about that life, he gonna come upstairs and he gonna handle us. And I don't care, I time. So we all in the midst of that. It gets worse.
Yeah, that's not it. This is not even it.
People are running out my room now because they know there's problems going on. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on. And all you know, in the midst of me trying to figure out what's going on, I start coughing.
Yes. And it was like something like went up my nose and I was like, so I'm going towards the door because I'm trying to get out the room.
And then it
came to us and these girls started running towards us in the room, like trying to get in there. And I'm like,
and they taking their stuff out the closet.
I'm like, what is this? So I go to the window and I'm like, I can't breathe. And I realize that Sydney is outside the window, hollering outside at the window. Get off of me. She going crazy, like, get the heck off me, I'm good. Yo.
So I'm over here like, Sydney, what's going on? And I could barely breathe.
Yeah.
So in the midst of it, I'm like, calm down. Stop yelling and coughing. And Uneak's in the bathroom dying.
Like, y'all, I was coughing so much that, like, it made me puke. I was like,
no, seriously.
I'm about to throw up all in the tub, y'all. It was the nastiest thing.
And someone goes like, it's Mace. And I'm like, Mace? And I'm still coughing.
Yeah.
So then this other girl is in the room. Basically, these girls in my room, they kick my, punch my screen window out so they could breathe. I tell Cindy to calm down because I'm like, at the end of the day, you can't solve anything down there. And I don't know what she's talking about, but I just needed her to calm down. Yeah. And then all I know is this other girl is like, I can't breathe, I'm gonna throw up. And I'm like, okay, it's cool. Once she says that, I cough so hard, y'all, throw up comes out my mouth. And not only do throw up come out my mouth, this is TMI, but I just need y'all to know the severity of how this hit my chest.
Yeah.
That the thrust of me coughing so hard made me like sprinkle in terms of like peeing on myself a little bit. I didn't have to go bathroom. That's how hard I was coughing. And no, I didn't pee on myself all the way. But it was like the pressure from thrusting so hard.
It felt like it was like a boulder on your chest, like, so to speak. And I was like, your lungs were like clasped together, like you just couldn't breathe. Like all you can do was cough because your body is trying to like react
to it
for air. But the air that you breathing ain't good air, so it's like your lungs is just condensing in a sense, and then you puke.
Yup. So by that time, Uneak at the tub throwing up like, sorry sis, and I'm like, just keep throwing up. And she's like, I can't get out, I need to get out. And I'm like, me too. Mind you, I don't got good lungs, I got a bad respiratory system. So I'm over here like, I'ma die today. This real moment. I thought I was gonna graduate. I thought it was all gonna be okay. Tell my mom I love her.
Yeah, life just literally flashed before my eyes. I just knew that was it. And I was just like, look, Jesus, I don't want to go like this. Like, really, in Reed's bathroom. At least let it be a popping party. We faded as hell on anything.
I wasn't even enjoying it, y'all. Like, Reed was sober. I was the last one to get out my house, y'all. The last one.
Ridiculous.
Like, Unique had ended up disappearing, and I was dying, and then I really thought I was alone. I was gonna die in there, and nobody was gonna come get me.
I was like, sis, I'm going outside. And y'all, I went out the door, and it was just like this big cloud was coming at me, and I'm trying to get outside. I'm like, I seen the door, and it was like right there, and I reached out my hand, and it just kept getting further away, and I was like,
while I'm upstairs like